right, have and have not fans, it's time to talk about one of the more interesting scenes of this week's episode, In His Eyes. And the question is, was Jeffrey really jealous of this guy named Leslie that Justin, arrested, apparently did stuff to in the cop car, and then took him to the interrogation room? I honestly, I don't know if the question is Jeffrey really jealous of this Leslie guy, but the question is, did Justin really touch on him, or did he kind of like just arrange it so he can make Jeffrey jealous? Because he was like, do you want to go back to the room now? Can't do it. Give me about 20 minutes to get it up, and then we can go back there. Something just didn't feel right about that scene, aside from creepy Justin. But number one, when Justin and Jeffrey first met, when Justin first pulled over Jeffrey for a DUI, hint, hint, he went to the back. Oh, sorry about that. Buses are out there, and I couldn't wait to record. So if you hear any background noise, just know it's school buses. When Jeffrey was taken to the back of the car and Justin got in there with him, that let me know that probably wasn't the first time that Justin pulled something like this on people that he pulled over and arrested. I feel like, Landon said this way back in season 2 when him and Jeffrey were talking. They were on their first date or whatever. And or even I think it was at the bar at the Sarandon Hotel. It was the night that Jeffrey and Melissa had sex. Then he ended up calling Landon saying like, look, I need to talk to you. He went over to the hotel, to the bar, and was talking with Landon. And Landon's like, look, you can't live this closeted life where you're marrying a straight woman. You're in a family, but you're still in the closet. So next thing you know, you're meeting up with guys in these flea bag motels in the back of subways and underneath like benches at a restaurant or whatever the case may be. And then you have this unprotected sex to fulfill this desire because you're not living your true self. And then you get diseases, and then you bring it back to an innocent woman. So that let me know right there that Landon was literally describing people just like Justin, because again, one of my first big videos on the channel was, is Justin the person that Jeffrey could have been? Basically, if he didn't come out of the closet and live the life that he wanted to live. And that let me know that, again, it wouldn't surprise me if Jeffrey wasn't the first guy that Justin did that kind of stuff with. And like he said, you wouldn't be the last, because I came in here, I proclaimed my love, and then you didn't reciprocate. So now I'm just going to move on to the next guy. But because it really did seem like Jeffrey was jealous. And my thing was, look, Jeffrey, this guy clearly is going to move on to the next one. Let him go. You see how he treats you. You see how he treats people. Just let him go. This is your free ticket. Like, if you get bail and you get out of there, that's it. Just leave him alone. But we know that's not the case. He's just going to continue doing what he's doing, which is stupid. But my question is like, do you think that Leslie was actually felt on and whatnot, just like he said? Because isn't it a bit too convenient that, this guy is in the same cell that Jeffrey's in? He decides to sit down next to Jeffrey and talk with him about what happened in that cop car. Nobody else in the cell. And then it just so happened that, Justin comes, gets him from the cell, and, walks out, comes back. And what about this guy getting out easily? Remember that Jeffrey was put in a jail cell between Veronica and then David and Jim, and then he was let out. So I wonder, he was arrested for DUI, but isn't it a bit too convenient that he seemed to be released a lot sooner than Jeffrey was? But then again, remember, this was when Jennifer Salson was still alive, and she purposely had Jeffrey put in the middle to see if they can get some dirt on the Criers and the Harringtons. So yeah, it just seemed a bit odd. And then this guy goes to rush to work where Rocky is as a bartender, and then he gets chewed out for being late. It just seemed a bit too odd for all this to go down, Is it just me? Did anybody else feel that way, that there were just way too many conveniences during that scene to make Jeffrey jealous? In my opinion, that's why I feel like. Because this kind of stuff does happen in real life. Cops probably use their power to, force women to do sexual favors to get out of tickets and whatnot. So there's no telling. But yeah, with that being said, I feel like, number one, it is clear that Jeffrey was jealous. Number two, I just wanted to ask you all the questions. Do you think that Justin really did stuff to Leslie Jackmore in the cop car as well as the interrogation room? And he did say, like, I want to call my lawyers to get on this cop. We'll just have to wait and see. Maybe Leslie does get his lawyers to get on Justin about it, and then his boss tells him, is like, look, we got these charges that you allegedly forced yourself on a young man that you arrested for a DUI. Is like, no sir, I didn't do that. I'm not into men like that. I'm not gay. And then that's where we have that scene from the trailer where he has his computer, turns it around to Justin, and we see the video of Justin and Jeffrey in the hotel room. And that could be how Justin loses his job. So with that being said, do you think that Justin did commit those crimes with Leslie just to make Jeffrey jealous, and because of that is going to bite him in the butt? So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you later.